What's up, y'all? And welcome to Diamond West Baseball. On this channel, we're going to talk about baseball the way fans actually experience it. From MLB to prospects to the stories that shape franchises. Just real conversations about where teams are, where they're headed, and what actually matters. And today, I want to start with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Because right now, they're at one of their most important points of their franchise. When you zoom out, the NL Central has never really been a locked-up division. And don't get me wrong, the Brewers are good. They've won this division 4 out of the last 6 years, and they're bringing back most of the same lineup. And they've got a solid young rotation as well. But the roster has never screamed clear favorite. And the Reds are talented, but there's a lot of holes they got to plug behind Elly De La Cruz and Hunter Green. And the Cubs, I've never been high on them, especially now that they're losing Kyle Tucker. So when you really zoom out, this division is wide open. And last season, it felt like the Pirates were headed toward the same old story. Another year where it looked like they were going to waste Paul Skenes' career. And then this winter happened. And honestly, it should have Pirates fans excited for what the future has to hold. Because they made some real moves. They traded for Brandon Lau, they've added Jake Magnum and Mason Montgomery, and they signed Ryan O'Hearn to a multi-year deal. The first one in over a decade. That matters. That's a front office finally raising the floor on this roster. It's not about saying the Pirates are World Series contenders right now. It's about being competitive while Paul Skenes is here. Because if you're serious about the future, this is the moment you can't waste. You've already got your franchise ace, and now you've got Konnor Griffin, the number one shortstop prospect in baseball, waiting in the wings. A legit cornerstone. A player who could be, and honestly should be, your opening day shortstop sooner rather than later. That's two potential superstars who could define this franchise for the next decade plus. And if this organization doesn't change now, that question won't go away anytime soon. It'll just change. From where does Paul Skenes go to where does Konnor Griffin go? And it's the same story all over again. You don't get windows like this very often. If Pittsburgh is serious about becoming relevant in the baseball world again, this offseason can't just be noise. It has to be the beginning of something bigger. An owner, a front office willing to slowly bring in real MLB-level veterans to support their young stars and eventually pay the guys who deserve it so they can stay. So we're not constantly waiting for the inevitable exit because Pittsburgh can be a baseball city again. I remember watching those wildcard games growing up. Johnny Cueto dropping the ball on the mound because his crowd was so loud it got into his head. That doesn't happen in a city that doesn't care. That happens when you give fans something real to believe in. Moves like O'Hearn and Lau aren't flashy. They're not shortcuts. They're a start. And now it's on the Pirates to prove this offseason wasn't just noise, but the beginning of something real. And one of my hottest takes for 2026 is that the Pirates will win the NL Central. So if you enjoyed the video, give a comment, like, and let me know what other teams you want me to do.